Hi there, it's Sam from Pootles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me during Springwatch. Springwatch, 2 weeks back to back. All things from the spring catalogue, all things from the celebration catalogue. It's gorgeous. And also running in conjunction with my online class that you can find details of on my blog. But today's project is a requested size box. This is so cute, look at that. How cute is that? The finished dimensions of this part is 1.5 inches by 1 5/8 of an inch. So just a smidge over 1.5 by 1.5 by 1.5, which is 4 by 4 by 4 centimetres. And it's been requested specifically, so I have come up with this particular box, and it's so cute, but I'm going to show you how to make it so easy. So I'm going to slide those two out of the way. Actually, I should, you know what, I will show you how it opens, because this is one, I know, I'm fully aware that sometimes I stick, you know, I glue a box down completely, but this one, you're not going to shred it getting into it. There you go. So that's how it opens and closes, but I'll put those out of the way. So you need a piece of cardstock that measures 7 3/4 by 4 5/8 of an inch, which is 12 by 20 centimetres, and I apologise for the fact that I'm a bit croaky today. I have got a cold, as have all 6 of us in our family. Right, so with the long side at the top, and don't worry, I will put all the details on my blog, you score it at 1.5 inches, 3 1/8 of an inch, 4 5/8 of an inch, and 6 1/4 inches. And in metric, it's quite simple. It's 4, 8, 12 and 16 centimetres. You turn it then around so it's on the short side, and you score it at 1.5 and at 3 1/8 of an inch. And again, in metric, that's 4 and 8 centimetres. So I can pop that out of the way. I'm going to fold up the score lines and burnish them. This is Coastal Cabana cardstock, which, oh, that's my wrong bone folder. Let's get the right one out. Which is nice and lovely stiff cardstock, but it's such a beautiful colour. So fold all of those. And then the first, whoops, there goes my paper. The first thing you need to do, normally I would say cut up this way. Actually, you need to turn it round this way, and you cut off the square in the bottom corner, and the same on the opposite side over here. That would be my phone. I forgot to turn the volume down. So there we go, so we've got rid of those bits. Then turn it all the way around that way. We're not going to cut these off, we're going to cut straight up this time. So that's all we're doing, we're just cutting so that it goes like that. And then turn it this way, and this is where we now cut these score lines. Don't cut this one off. So we're just cutting the two that are left. And the same over here. So you're left with what had originally been a full rectangle. We've cut 2 pieces off, we've separated these and we've separated those. Okay, I'm not going to stick the designer series paper on yet, because apart from anything, it would be easier for you once you've built it to know where to put sticky and what have you, and it would be too complicated to try and tell you which number to remember. But we're going to glue up the sides, so these bits that are in the middle, glue on both of those. So I'm going to use liquid glue just because it's easier and I've got a little bit of wiggle room. And then you take this one that's got nothing to the side of it, fold that up and stick it. Just hold it in place for a second, and then the same on the other side. So that's created the sides of the box. Okay, and then these ones, which have got this part here, we're going to put glue on there and on there. And then again, fold them up. Hopefully you can see that I'm building the sides. Oh my goodness, my phone. It's very noisy. So that's built the sides of the box up. Should hopefully be able to see that. And then these pieces, it's these, you'll see that one is slightly shorter than the other. It doesn't really matter which way you go. I'm going to fold it so that I've got the slightly shorter ones inside. and then you pinch the top. There we go. Isn't that simple? But you can understand why I hadn't put the DSP on first. Right, grab a hole punch and just punch holes in the top. And then I've got real red 1/8 of an inch taffeta ribbon. Not 1/8 of an inch taffeta ribbon, it's just 1/8 of an inch ribbon. Is it taffeta? Oh, it is! Let me just cut that off to a point. And one of these is the back, because you've got a seam there. This is your front, so you feed in from the front. So through the front, round the back, and then back in again. And then tie off a pretty knot or a pretty bow. And I'm going to do my very best to tie a bow. Actually, I seem to be able to do bows slightly easier with the skinny ribbons. I do not know why. Look at that, I did a bow! And it looks vaguely attractive. So trim off there. And then the designer series paper, I've taken these from the little designer series paper stacks, the fresh prints, so I've decided I'll, carry on with the theme. And they measure 1.5 by 1.5 inches or 3.5 by 3.5 centimetres. And they're lovely. They're just so beautiful. All of the different the different patterns. It's the same set of colours, Crumb Cake, Real Red, Coastal Cabana, and Whisper White. It's the same colours going through, but so pretty. So, and then it will just fit over the top. You just pop them all on, all the way round. And then finally, although I haven't stamped these, I've just punched out onto Whisper White. I fancy doing a little bit of stamping. So I've got Petite Petals. I don't know which one to go for. Oh, which one shall I have? This one, I think. Very ornate one, which is gorgeous. Pop it on my block. Real red ink. Obviously, you've kind of got to stick with it when you're going with a red theme. That's so pretty. Then the matching Petite Petals punch, gorgeous. It's on a bundle at the moment. It's on a bundle throughout the catalogue. Punch it out, and then I've got my paper piercer because I want to lift it up a little bit. So just onto something spongy, and these are the inserts from the storage caddy, and then push down with the back of something and it will just lift it up. Hopefully you can see that. And then a mini glue dot on the back of that, and I can position that on the front, and then I think I'll put a candy dot in the middle, real red candy dot there, just into the middle. And that is a lovely little box, so sweet. This one's obviously not tied up anymore, but I really like it, and hopefully the person who requested it, she'll like it too. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me. Bye.